Tim Rusica, one of my favorite YouTubers for learning programming, recently made a video. He shared feedback on the quality of the application he received after he announced his team at a startup was hiring. Tim is a great programmer and knows what he wants in people. He clearly knows his stuff, having started programming in his early years. His channel has over 1 million subscribers and continues to grow daily. During his 14 minutes long video, he stated why most applicants didn't progress to the next stage of the hiring process. He also provided feedback for future applicants wishing to apply for a role in his team. In one of many feedbacks he provided, he said, job applicants often started with a poor introduction, and didn't create great first impressions. He mentioned how some applicants started with phrases along the lines of, a beginner programmer. According to him, he didn't look at these resumes any further, he popped them straight into the bin. Why? They had the wrong intro. They started off on the wrong foot. He said he didn't care if you were a beginner developer, all he wanted was someone who could develop games for his team. Tim's story reminded me of what a great resume should entail. I recently shared this in a Twitter thread. But do you think Tim was harsh in his approach? We will see in a second. A wrong intro will send your resume into the bin. First impressions never have a second chance. Starting your resume with the wrong intro can quickly send your application to an early grave, it will get buried fast. Why? Resumes with a faulty intro sound boring. They drain your energy like an act of betrayal. Even though this applicant might be a confident game developer, he didn't introduce himself on a solid note. His entry was wrong, hence the decision to discard his resume immediately without further reading. Would I do the same? Most likely. Hiring managers are not very patient. Two things remain irretrievable: time and a first impression. Hiring managers are busy people. It's common knowledge that most employers spend less than 10 seconds on a resume. Why? They probably have tons of resumes in their emails, waiting for review. Unfortunately, you can't get 5 minutes to look at your CV, they scan the essential points and decide whether you're a good fit within seconds. This is why your resume needs to be as clear and concise as possible and hook the reader. The hiring manager would look no further if your entry were wrong, no matter how good you are, and how great the other information you have in your resume is, down the pipeline. Always put your best foot forward first. Ask yourself if your career summary or overview speaks to the job you have applied for. Check whether an employer will get hooked and be happy to progress and shortlist you for an interview after reading the first couple of lines. Remember, your job is to hook the reader with a strong entry. Closing thoughts. Job hunting can be stressful. Applicants must continuously fine-tune their application to get the hiring manager's attention. Ensure you market yourself properly by putting your best foot forward, to assist the hiring in seeing why you are an excellent fit for the role. Ask yourself, what would you write if you had 20 words to write something punchy and make your case? Remember, a resume's job is to sell you by presenting a compelling story about you. Find a solid hook, start strong and put your best foot forward. I wish you the best.